So good morning all of you. In last lecture, uh, we learned about the what is meant by stresses, how stress is induced inside the object, how stress is generated. Uh, and due to that, what is the impact of that stress on our object, and how the strain occurs inside that object, and so on. There are different types of stresses and strain, so on. Okay, linear strain, then tensile stress. If we are applying the pull on the object, then stress induced inside the object is tensile, and when we are applying push to the object, then induced stress is compressive. Okay, now uh, we are having in this lecture we will see simple problems on that stress and strain. Okay. Before uh, solving problem, we have to take look on the different formulas we are having for the where we must have some formulas for to solve the problem. Okay. Now there is first formula, that is stress. Stress means it is force per unit area. Now force is nothing but the load. Force and load are the similar things, and it is axial load. Axial load means when load is applied on the axis of the object, then it is the axial load. Okay. Now there is if load is not axial, in that case couple is generated inside the object. Okay. The simple example is that if we are having one tire, okay, one tire, normal tire we are used for the bicycles or in car, and if we are applying the load at the center, okay, at exactly center from top side, if we are applying the load or we are applying the push, what happens? Due to the elastic property of that material, rubber material, the tire is get compressed. Okay, its height is somewhat lowered. Okay, now if that applied is load is not on the axis, okay, थोडा लोड काय केला आपण साईडला दिला ॲक्सिसच्या, तर काय होणार आहे? इन दॅट केस the tire is not get compressed, it is get rolled. Now that rolling of tire is due to the couple. Okay, now that's why stress is induced when we are applying the axial load. Okay, so that load is the firm load on the one point. Okay, now that stress, due to that stress there is a deformation of the material, and that deformation to its original length is known as the strain. Okay, so what is the formula of stress? Stress is equals to P by A. P is the axial load, A is the cross section area, and its unit is Newton per mm square. Okay, that Newton per mm square is also known as the megapascal, that is MPa. Okay, sometimes it is denoted by the kilonewton per mm square, sorry, per meter square. It is known as the GPa. Okay, so gigapascal. Now strain is given by the delta L by L. L is the original length and delta L is the change in length. Okay, now if we are having the modulus of elasticity given in the problem, then we can calculate the deformation by using P into L divided by A into E. Now that P is for axial load, L is for length, A is for the area, and E is for the modulus of elasticity. Okay, now that P by A is nothing but the stress, that's why we can say it that rho into L divided by E. It is also the formula for deformation. Okay, now before starting we have to know the what area we have to consider. Now in this figure we are having one pipe like structure or cylinder structure. Now that cylinder is completely it is not the hollow cylinder, it is the complete cylinder. That's why area taken for that cylinder is area on which load is applied. Okay, now P load, it is from the top side, so top circular section, it is the actual cross section area on which the load is applied. That's why to calculate stress we have to take area is equals to that pi by 4 d square, where d is the diameter of that circle or that cylinder. Okay, now if we are having the hollow cylinder, then it is pi by 4 d2 square minus d1 square, where d2 is the external diameter of the hollow cylinder and d1 is the internal diameter of that hollow cylinder. Okay, so main thing is that load is axial, cross sectional area is the area on which load is applied, and deformation delta L can be calculated by using the PL by AE, when E is the modulus of elasticity. Okay, and next there are 2 to 3 different formulas, or they may asking these 2 to 3 different what we can say questions in the problem. To find modulus of elasticity, you use E is equals to rho, that is stress divided by strain. Okay, linear stress divided by linear strain, or simply stress divided by strain, it is the modulus of elasticity. Okay, now next is modulus of rigidity. Now this is given by the G is equals to T, that is shear stress divided by shear strain. Okay, now bulk modulus, it is given, it is denoted by K, and it is volumetric stress divided by volumetric strain. Okay, these are 2 to 3 some different formulas to calculate to have the calculations of the problem. Now in next while we are solving the problem, at that time we will have the some different formulas also, we will see that later. Now there is simple problem in which, if we are reading the problem, in problem we are having a circular rod 200 length and diameter of 40 made by the mild steel and subjected to the axial load of 100 kilonewton. Okay, and there is some spelling mistake in length, so just ignore it. So while solving the problem, first we have to draw the figure. Okay, it is very much important. Now simultaneously you have to write the given data and draw the figure. Okay, so figure कशी काढणार आपण? So in problem they say that a circular rod 200 length. Now circular rod means it is nothing but the cylinder. Okay, so we are drawing just one cylinder which is having length is equals to 200 denoted on. Now note that length on your figure. Now similarly write it down in given data. L is equals to 200 Now diameter of that rod is equals to 40 Okay, it is also mentioned on the figure 40 and in given data as well. Then it is subjected to the axial load of 100 kilonewton. Okay, the axial load, so it must be along the axis or parallel to the axis or on the axis. So axial load is equals to 100 kilonewton. Find the stress, strain and deformation of the cylinder if E is equals to 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per square. Okay, so we will write all the given data, draw the figure, and by using this, by applying the simple formula, we can find the solution of the problem. Okay, now first thing is to remember that we have to look after the units of the each and every property given in the problem. Okay, so there is length in diameter is also Now load is 100 kilonewton. Okay, so it must be in Newton, as all dimensions are in Newton per or Newton in and So 100 kilonewton means 100 into 10 raised to 3 Newton, and E is given 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton. Okay, now each and every problem we have to convert it into the Newton and format. Okay, so if you are having 1 kilonewton and the another things are in Newton per mm or Newton and mm, then whatever solution you got or whatever calculations you are done, that must be wrong, that may be wrong. Okay, so our first aim to calculate the area. Area is, so it is a cylinder and load is axial load is applied from the top and bottom. That's why applied area or cross sectional area is top circular section. So phi is equals to 40, so pi by 4 d square, so pi by 4 d is 40 square. So we are having area is equals to 1256.63 mm square. Okay, now put the unit properly after calculation or in the calculation, so that there is no chances to lose the marks. Okay, then stress is equals to P by A. So at numerator we are having the load, at denominator take the area. So we are getting stress is equals to 79.57 Newton per mm square. Okay, then next one is a strain. Now strain is equals to rho divided by E, that is stress divided by modulus of elasticity. So we are getting strain is equals to 3.978 into 10 raised to minus 4. Now here it is shown as tensile, as we are on figure. In figure we take the load as a tensile load, so we are pulling the both ends of the cylinder or both ends of the rod towards outside. Okay, now in the problem they are not mentioning the stress is compressive or tensile, so we are just assuming it is as tensile. So as load is tensile, so strain is also tensile, stress is also tensile. Okay, now to find the deformation delta L, we are having formula PL divided by AE. Now after putting the values and having after calculation, we are getting value of delta L, there is deformation equals to 0.07957 mm. Okay, so this kind of simple type of problem they are asking in the examination for 2 to 3 marks. Okay, now due to the COVID's in MCQ type questions, if there is exam in online mode, then this type of problems are very much important. Okay, these for 2 to 3 marks they are asking this type of problems. Okay, or for the 1 mark they are asking only one thing, find the stress or strain or find only modulus of elasticity, so on. Okay, now this here we are having the cylindrical structure. That's why we are having area is equals to pi by 4 d square. Now sometimes there is a square plate. Okay, if we in next okay, so there is a I think these notations are wrong, so just ignore it. Okay, so there is a problem. Now in that problem we are having a steel rod 50 mm long, so length is equals to L is equals to 500 mm long and 20 mm and 10 mm in cross section. Okay, so actually 20 mm it is nothing but its width and 10 mm is the thickness. Okay, so this is a square rod as shown in figure. Its width is 20 and thickness is 10 and length L is equals to 500 mm. Now subjected to the axial load of 300 kilonewton, so it is 300 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Okay, now calculate the strain induced inside the bar. They are also given the modulus of elasticity, which is also in Newton per mm square. Okay, now if इथं फक्त area काय येणार, area is equals to width into thickness, so that is 20 into 10. Okay, now all other things are same. First we have to calculate stress, then strain, and then deformation. Okay, now inside they are also asking the calculate the elongation of rod and calculate the strain. Okay, stress का काढायचा. To calculate the elongation means nothing but the deformation, that is delta L. To calculate delta L, we must need the stress. Okay, so this is also simple type of, this kind of simple types of problem they are asking in the exam. So I already share you the Google form. Now take that problem, solve it in your notebook. Okay, or make one assignment book for the subject, solve the problems in that in that book, and write the answers only in the Google form. Okay, now that Google form I will give you the time, okay, up to the next lecture. So tomorrow morning, up to the tomorrow morning, you have to solve all these kind of problems. There is any query inside your mind, or there is any doubt you are having, then you ask that doubt in our next lecture. Okay, our next lecture is scheduled on tomorrow 10:30 a.m. Okay, so we will meet tomorrow. I will share. So thank you.